Hi there, and thanks for joining us for this special edition of Medwatch Today. I'm Connie Tran. It's Nurses Week, and we want to highlight the incredible nurses at community medical centers. Nurses face challenges like they had never seen before last year, but they never stop taking care of patients during the darkest of days. We want to take a moment to acknowledge their dedication to the medical field and our community and say thank you for all they continue to do. 2020 was a year no one expected. For those in healthcare, it was a battle like no other, a battle they continue to fight every day. We asked 3 nurses to give us a glimpse into their world and share how they have handled the challenges over the last year. Meet Diane, Skylar, and Ashley. Diane Ray is a registered nurse at Fresno Heart and Surgical Hospital. Registered nurse Skylar Stelfox works in the intensive care unit at Community Regional. And Ashley Alarcon Arias is a registered nurse in the surgery department at Clovis Community.
A year ago, we were chasing an unknown enemy, and everything was changing. It was an ever-changing environment full of fear. And that changes things, and that changed everyone and how we had to interact with our patients. Not only could we now not hug them, we had to keep a physical distance.
Being that gap, the bridge between, for the patients, because they weren't allowed to have their family members there. So that I felt like was a challenge. Constant changes with policies and procedures especially with surgery, on how you go about different procedures if a patient is positive, if it's a rule out.
Getting the first confirmed, I remember that, getting a report, I was on night shift at the time, and getting a report, oh, COVID confirmed. And I was like, whoa, oh, this is here. This is real. And after that, it's just everything happens so fast, of moving people out of the unit so they don't get exposed, reinforcing, educating, PPE, all kinds of stuff just to protect staff, and learning how to effectively treat COVID. And that's a whole start. The world was going through it, a year ago, and trying to understand how we can get through this.
We have had patients come in who did test positive for COVID. I can tell you, one of the hardest was 92, 93 years old. And again, we work in a heart failure clinic. So I had seen this lady and taken care of this woman many times over the last several years. She wasn't just a patient to me. She was somebody I knew and I cared for and loved, and knew her family. And she came in emergently one night in heart failure, and we assumed it was just heart failure. She came down with an acute case of COVID, and she was coughing all over me, and I was holding her and helping her. And it was the next day that we discovered she had COVID. She had an acute case, and we lost her. And that was very hard. I cried, I prayed. I tried to be as compassionate as possible.
You appreciate the littlest things in life, like not take the littlest things for granted. Not only did the ED handle themselves really well and work as a team, and handled every situation to the best that they could, and doing it with such a positive attitude as well, which I was grateful to be part of.
Unfortunately, I had quite a few patients that have died from COVID, and held their hands in the last moments, advocating for family to be there and have them be there, knowing that I wasn't alone. My peers were going through it as well. I'm fortunate that my wife works in the medical field too, and being able to talk to her and de-stress with that. And my management was phenomenal.
Knowing that we're all in this together, we're a team, and we will strive and we will get through this, made it a lot more, it made it better for me personally to get through it, and knowing that change is okay. And having that mindset, knowing that change is not always a bad thing. Change is okay, and knowing that any little thing that comes with change, it's there to help you grow and become better as a person and professionally as well.
Every department has been impacted, not just nursing. The whole organization stepped in, and we did the hard work. And so I'm really thankful. I never thought of myself as a superhero, right? I'm a nurse, right? But we put on our masks and we did the hard work. And so, yeah, I'm very proud. I am very proud.
I'm here as a nurse to care for these patients. Yes, I can be selfish and I can hurt, but I got to take care of this particular person. I got to keep pushing forward. I got to keep working on making sure they can get out, or try and help them get out and get better, and just continue walking forward.
I'm so proud of our staff. I'm so proud of the nursing organization. I like to say we put on our capes and we did the hard work.
This is an honor to be in this position and to not only have like the dream job that I've always wanted, but to be surrounded by an amazing group of people that I get to do this with. You know, this is a blessing, and the lives that we all get to be part of and be a story of, like, you honestly can't put that into words.
It's hard to put into words how grateful I am, and thinking of everything that I've gone through to put me in the path to be able to be, one, in the ICU during the hardest hit that anybody's ever seen in an extremely long time, so this pandemic, and being able to be there to say, hey, I am doing my all to try and give everything that I can.
We rose to the challenge, and we did the hard stuff, and we did it together. So I'm very thankful and I'm very proud.